Welcome to Study Life. We are seeing our chapter photosynthesis and our topic is mechanism of photosynthesis. When we say mechanism, we had already seen that the simple photosynthesis reaction is not that simple. It is completed in two phases by the plant. Plant has to work with two different reactions. So when we see mechanism of photosynthesis, we mean over here that this is divided into, first one is the light reaction and the second one is called as dark reaction. This light and dark reaction, both of them take place during the day. Both reactions need sunlight to take place. So why it is called as dark reaction then? Now first thing, what is light reaction? Light reaction means it is a light dependent reaction, that it depends on light. Light dependent reaction. It is also called as photochemical reaction. Why it is called as photochemical? Because it is requiring light. It is called as photochemical reaction. And this dark reaction, it is light independent reaction. Now why it is called light independent? Because it is not needing light. It does not require light. So it is called as light independent reaction. Now, since this was called as photochemical, here it is called as biochemical reaction. Biochemical means in both of them, there are certain reactions which are going to take place. In this, it is going to take place with the help of enzymes. So, let us see photochemical reaction, where it occurs. So, this light reaction, it takes place in grana. We had seen grana in the chloroplast in the previous video, and this takes place, it takes place in the stroma. And next is that this light reaction, what is the difference between both these reactions? Now in the first step, we say if we want to prepare something, we prepare it in two phases. Your first phase, half preparation is done and the products of the light reaction will be used up in the dark reaction. So what is produced in the light reaction? In the light reaction, ATP and NADPH2, which is nothing but a coenzyme, are produced. So here we have two things which are produced. ATP and NADPH2 are produced, and what happens over here? This ATP and NADPH2 which is produced in the light reaction is used in the dark reaction. Now it is used in the dark reaction to convert our carbon dioxide into glucose. So what happens? Here ADP and NADP are produced, which means over here this ATP is used and converted into ADP. This NADPH2 is used and it is converted into NADP, where this is used to reduce carbon dioxide into glucose. So what happens? In this light reaction, we are going to see two cycles. Now, those two cycles are, the first cycle which we would be seeing is cyclic photophosphorylation. Cyclic photophosphorylation. When we say photophosphorylation, cyclic means it is going to be a round cycle, and photophosphorylation means this is going to use photo, which means light, and phosphorylation, which means ADP is going to get converted into ATP. And this non-cyclic photophosphorylation, when we say non-cyclic, which means over here, there it is not going to be cyclic and the light is going to be used and converting ADP into ATP. So this takes place in non-cyclic. So both this cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation takes place in the light reaction. So what exactly occurs in the dark reaction? In the dark reaction, we have two cycles. The first one is C3 cycle. This C3 cycle is also called as Kelvin cycle. It is because of the person who has discovered it. Kelvin cycle. Why it is called as C3 cycle? Because the first stable compound which is produced is 3 carbon. So it is called as C3 cycle. Whereas the second cycle over here is C4 cycle, which is also called as HSK pathway. When we say HSK pathway, it means it is also because of 3 scientists who have discovered this cycle. They are Hatch, Slack and Korczak. Why this is called as C4 cycle? Because the first stable compound over here which is produced is 4 carbon. So in this dark reaction, we are going to see two cycles. One is C3 cycle and one is C4 cycle. So these all cycles would be completed in our chapter photosynthesis. For that, please stay tuned to Study Life. Thank you.